think you were able to do to kind of get settled in that last 3 minutes after they had made the comeback and you were able to put them away there?
I think we work on situations all the time in practice, and our coaches prepare us for those moments. We don't want to be in them, but we know that they're going to come and they're going to arise. And just our ability to play with pace and poise at the same time, I think we really did that well, and our response to that today was better than it has been in the past.
Alexis, what do you have to do when Merkel's in the game, someone that big? How do you have to handle that? What do you have to do to counter?
Yeah, you really have to do your work early. I think the last 3 games we've played against really big, skilled, big players. So it's been a fun challenge, and she's a really good player. She finishes at a high clip, so doing your work early, constantly moving your feet, getting around, trying to change her angle. Yeah, I think something that was really challenging with her is she's really hard to box out and move backwards. So I think the guards did a pretty good job of helping me rebound down on her.
Did you feel like things opened up a little when she went to the bench? I think you scored 4 straight after she picked up her 4th.
Yeah, I think it helps when the starting 5 player is in foul trouble and has to go sit on the bench. I think Callan got her to take her 4th one, and yeah, I think that helps to have a smaller player on me than Merkel.
You guys jumped back into Big Ten play on the road against the 2 toughest teams in the conference. Probably how important was it to not panic coming back from that road trip and be able to focus for this game and for the rest of the conference league?
Yeah, we just talk a lot about response, and we knew that stretch, Georgia Tech to California, was going to be really tough, but it's really early in Big Ten play, and now just kind of having them out of the way for now, and just we got to focus ahead. Our next game's Wednesday, so yeah, we're going to enjoy this win, but we're going to start scouting for Michigan State tomorrow.
This one's for anyone. Where do you guys think that the struggles and some of the frustration came with some of the turnovers and some of the offensive play early, and how are you able to correct that?
I think we let off the gas sometimes. I think we get a little too comfortable. Like at the start, we were up 10-0, and then I think they came back and it was like 13-12, something like that. So I think it starts then, but that kind of trickles into later into the game. But we knew that they like to press and pressure the ball, and I felt like it was rocky, but I thought we finished really strong, which we haven't done in the past. So.
You guys have a 13-0 run in about 3 minutes there in the 4th quarter to stretch it out finally, or back out. Allison, you made some huge plays, 6 points, a big offensive rebound, your first points of the game and game-winning moments. Is that just stay ready? Is that the message?
Yeah, I mean, stay ready, but I just know what I'm capable of doing, and I know when my team needs me, and we needed a bucket, and so I knew that I was going to be able to go and get one, so I went and got one, and then I always try to crash the offensive boards. I always try to have my teammates back, and so I just crashed the boards extra hard in that moment and happened to get one. So.
A little off topic, but for all of you, is there any special meaning or reason why you guys select your jersey numbers when you guys got here? All 3 of you guys can.
I've always been 40. In high school I was 50, but they just gave me that number. I hated it. But no, not even that's 50. But my dad was 44 in college and high school, and I kind of wanted to be like him, but have my own story. So that's why I chose 40.
I thought I was going to play soccer in college, so 14 comes from Abby Wambach, and I just love the tenacity that she played with on the soccer pitch, and that's why I wear it.
I was number 2 in high school, and 2 was taken when I got here, but my assistant coach in high school passed away from cancer, and his number was 3, so I thought it would be a pretty cool way to honor him.
Pretty close game down the stretch for you, Allison, just having Britt Prince in there and her making big plays as a freshman. What does that say about the youth of this team and potentially the future for the rest of the season as you guys just continue to get better?
Yeah, I mean, Britt's a phenomenal player. She has great basketball IQ, and she's obviously been in these situations before, even in high school, so I think she just has this confidence about her and knows that she's a pretty good player and knows her capabilities, and I think everyone on our team is very confident in themselves, and we're all confident in each other and just know that we're going to make the right plays when we need to.
How have you seen Britt kind of adjust to the speed of the game as the season's gone?
I think it's been a pretty smooth adjustment from my eyes. I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I think she's done a great job of adjusting to the pace and the physicality that even just like the Big Ten, like I think that's an adjustment too, like going from our non-conference and then like Georgia Tech and then to UCLA and USC, and I think she's just done a really good job putting herself and us, her teammates, in the right positions at the right time.
I think her defense has just really improved like every game. Like I think today she had 4 steals, and I think as a freshman to do that is really good.
You guys had just come back from your first West Coast swing in the new conference. Was there an adjustment at all in terms of getting back or just kind of getting in a rhythm?
I couldn't fall asleep. That time change. I'm glad it was only 2 hours, but that was my adjustment.
I think right now it's nice that we're on like Christmas break, so we don't have school or really anything. We're just kind of in basketball, so I think that makes the adjustment a little bit easier, but I can sleep anywhere at any time, so I haven't had that problem.
Were you guys maybe sped up a little bit in the first half? Just kind of, I mean, you had a ton of open looks and just they didn't go down. But was that maybe because of the previous 3 games that you played where maybe teams were the competition was a little better?
I think like one of our goals on our board today was to play with pace, and sometimes I think we play with pace but pants on fire instead of pace and poise. And so I think just being able to find that balance of can we get a paint touch, can we get off the ball, sprint to our cuts, and I think we really settled in. But to your point, I think we started the first couple minutes of this game playing a little bit pants on fire. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, come on, man.
Well, he wasn't